Greetings, people of the internet. I have returned once again, and this is a special episode of Retrospective because this episode of Retrospective marks the official 3-year anniversary of the series. Because on my old channel, I started this channel 3 years ago today. And the first ever video that I did was of Doom from 1993, and that has probably been, that was the start of the longest lasting series across all of my channels. So, to mark the special occasion, I'm not going to do a video on Doom 1 or Doom 2, because I already have, or Doom 3. I'm going to talk about the first ever game that I wanted to review on this channel, Call of Duty 2. Now, I have had this game for about a year now, and Call of Duty 2 is by far my all-time favorite Call of Duty in the World War II subgenre. Because my favorite Call of Duty of all time is World at War, and, then there's also Black Ops 2. This is definitely in the top 5. Alright, and so Call of Duty 2 released in 2005, and it was released for PC, Xbox 360. It was also released for the Pocket PC, which is also an interesting thing. And so this was probably one of the earliest Call of Duty games. I believe this was a launch title for the Xbox 360, if I'm not mistaken. And so this game was special to me because this was the first ever Call of Duty game that I ever experienced. Now, I could have easily played, Call of Duty 1 or Black Ops or really anything, but no, I decided to go with Call of Duty 2 because at the time this was one of the better Call of Duty games, and also, Call of Duty 1 was considered as iffy, but not the greatest. And so, I actually just recently achieved something. This is probably one of the hardest campaigns in a Call of Duty game, with Call of Duty 3 being the other hardest campaign. But this one is 27 missions long, and that's like 3 more missions than Call of Duty, but it takes place during 3 different campaigns, and which are the Americans, the Russians, and the British. Now, in these 3 campaigns, you play as 3 different soldiers, the same soldiers, in fact, throughout the whole thing. And it's an intensive game, and I think that you are. There's just so much to really say about this game, because in these 3 campaigns, there are 3 different experiences with 3 totally different soldiers that you basically play as throughout that whole campaign. And so, for example, the Russians. In that campaign, you get to, experience what it was like to be a soldier in said time, and you get to use guns from that era. Like, for example, if you were a German soldier, one of the main guns you would use is an MP40. Or if you were an American soldier, the main gun that you, or a major gun that you could use was a Thompson. And all of these campaigns, all 3, made each and every experience better, because like this game, which was crowned Game of the Year in 2003, this game was, a little bit better than this game because it was, a little easier. But this game, on the other hand, is better in many other ways because of how intense this fucking game is. Okay? This game isn't exactly that hard of a game. I was able to beat it within, a day or two. But this game took about a month to even beat the game on hardened. And it took nearly 3 months to beat this game on veteran mode. Now, comparing the two games, this one is easier, and this one is a fucking piece of work. It took me so long to beat the game that I literally wasted my life playing this game. Because during that time, I didn't hang out with friends. I didn't go outside. I actually stayed in my room and played Call of Duty 2 non-stop for 3 months straight. Worst months of my life, but it was worth it in the end because I defeated one of the hardest games in the whole series. Anyway, so that is Call of Duty 2 in a nutshell. Great in many ways, but it has its flaws, like a hard as fuck veteran mode. Anyway, that's all for today. I'm probably going to do a retrospective on this next week. But, until then, goodbye. Yeah, that's all. Like and subscribe, I guess. But, till then, see ya.